Morning.
I probably should move this around. I can't wait. Hold on. Let me see if I
It's
can.
very early.
No, that's not right. Hold on. Is that right? Oh, you can see my lovely bed back there. Hi, welcome from the Embassy Suites in Orlando, everybody. Welcome. Good morning. Good
How's
morning.
it going? Early pants.
It's so freaking early, you guys. I'm sorry that we had to start. It's my fault. I totally take responsibility that we had to start so early this morning. I'm like, hey, Mock, can we start at 6:30 tomorrow? And I'm sure that I could just tell. Of course, she's sweet, via text message, and I'm sure she's like, that bitch.
No, what I said was, that sounds like a lot of work.
Totally. It's so freaking early.
But here we are.
Awesome. All you people, is it 2:40 a.m. where you're at?
Who said that?
Dolores Gilson. Is it?
Why are you up?
I can't, because I got up at 3:30 here in Orlando because I couldn't sleep. And so I just got up and I actually did some work because I'm completely insane. So are you insane like me?
Wow.
What's wrong with you? I wouldn't get up for me.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, wow was right.
You guys, there's so much to get into. The Rand Paul fight with Fauci was amazing.
Great.
So we have to talk about Putin and Biden fighting, and China and Biden fighting, and everybody fighting.
Yeah.
But first,
we
have actual pillow news.
It really is news, you guys. It's
actual news.
Yeah.
So, you know how Dominion is suing Mike Lindell for billions of dollars, and it's totally stupid. Yeah. So now Mike Lindell has decided, I'm going to sue you back. I'm going to counter sue you is what I'm going to do.
I see you're suing, and I raise you some suing.
And he is even going so far as to have Alan Dershowitz advising his legal team.
I'm so in love with this. I love it.
Dershowitz is saying that he has a limited role in this case, but the fact that he is taking part in it in any way speaks to the fact that he says it's a very important First Amendment case, and it is. And so I love that he's going to be helping with that, even in a small way. I don't know what that small way is, but I love it. It's great.
Because he's such a great lawyer. So, I don't know what happened with him personally. I really don't care. He's just a good lawyer. And so when I hear his name, I'm like, oh, damn.
Yeah, that's a big gun right there.
It is a really
gun. It's like a cannon.
It is. It's like a giant gun. Yeah.
So that is happening, and it's just a reminder of why you should support Mike Lindell and MyPillow, and you can do that by using code.
I don't have my giant mic with me. It's already packed.
Yeah, and it's creating a little bit of an echo, but that's okay. Sorry, Rich. Sorry.
I'm sorry, Rich. Yeah.
But anyway, if you use code CHICKS at either 800-875-0513 or go to mypillow.com, you get buy one, get one free on sets of towels, sets of sheets, and apparently all kinds of other stuff. I saw somebody comment that they got $80 off using that code of their order on pillows. So, it's working in other ways.
Yeah.
So use it, because when you use it, it helps Mike Lindell. It helps us. It's all one big pile of help.
Yeah. We're one big happy pillow family is what we are.
So I have a couple of TikToks. One is going to be your favorite thing ever.
Cannot wait.
For those of you who have been longtime fans, you remember the Eddie, Are You Walking story.
Eddie, are you walking? Are you walking, Eddie? Are you walking, Eddie? If you don't remember the story of Eddie, Are You Walking? You can find it's one of the few radio clips that we actually saved, because our radio station doesn't save crap. And so we saved it because it was, basically, we probably should have won awards for that.
For real. It was the best segment of radio that's ever existed in the history of radio.
In time and space, ever.
And so, anyway, it all boils down to a Michael Jackson song, Annie, Are You Okay? Which Daisy, I still don't know if she meant this or not. She will never say. But she was like, no, it's Eddie, Are You Walking? Yeah. It's Eddie, Are You Walking? And she said that to me on the air without any preparation, and I lost it completely. And so, have you heard of Stevie the Wonder Dog?
No.
Stevie the Wonder Dog is a yellow lab that has that disorder where his muscles don't work right.
Oh no.
And so, but he's so happy. He's the happiest dog. You need to follow him in all the places.
Dogs usually are, right?
And it takes him a while to get to where he wants to go or to do the things that he wants to do, but he does it. And he's like got such a great spirit. He's the best dog ever. And this is Eddie. I call him Eddie the Wonder Dog now, even though it's Stevie the Wonder Dog, doing a little dance because he got a package in the mail. Are you ready?
Yes. Oh my God.
I love him so much.
Oh my God. I
love him. He makes me cry. I love him so much.
Said it to Muse.
He's just the best dog ever. You have to follow him in all the places now.
But when does he ever get going to the point where he walks kind of normally, or does he always walk like that?
I would say it's not ever normal.
Right. But
he's
right.
just so happy. I mean, he's just so happy.
He's got the happiest little face. I love him.
I love him so much.
I do. I love him
too. Oh my God. Okay, so there's that.
Precious. I will follow him immediately. Stevie the Wonder Dog. You got to follow Stevie the Wonder Dog. And then the other thing is, remember when, what's his name? Galifianakis? Zach? Is it Zach Galifianakis? Yeah.
Remember when he used to do Between the Two Ferns?
Yeah, that's right. I said between the hedges. That's UGA. I'm sorry. Between two ferns. I'm sorry.
Right.
I'm an SEC girl. I'm sorry.
So he did Between the Ferns, and this is just like a tiny little clip from that when he had Jennifer Lawrence on it, and she insulted him in the most beautiful, hilarious way. It's only like 20 seconds long, but you're gonna love it. Are you ready?
Uh-huh.
So you played in a movie called The Hunger Games.
Yeah, isn't that your life story?
You shouldn't say that. That's off-putting.
You should be off-putting. You're fat.
She said you should be off-putting.
You should be off-putting. You're fat.
I don't know why that just cracked me up this morning, but it did.
I hate her politics, but she's funny as crap.
Oh gosh, she's so funny.
She's funny. Like I saw her at some sort of a awards show or whatever, and Jack Nicholson came up behind her and scared her. There's a clip of it that you can find on the web, and he came up behind her and kind of scared her, and like they had this banter about like her and him, sort of like, I don't know. I think he talked about her becoming his girlfriend or something. And the way that she talked to him, like it was just, she's so funny. Like
she is really funny.
Right. Like it's too bad that she's a raging lib, because
I know.
I really want to like her, you know? Like, I feel like we all could hang out together, because she just has such an irreverent sense of humor. And it's too bad that she's so far left.
Yeah.
You know?
But
right.
That cracked me up. I just love, you should be off-putting.
Right.
I can't get over it.
Freaking funny.
Oh my God. So did you guys have seen the whole Biden and Putin squaring off? So Joe Biden telling the story about how he told Putin at a meeting a long time ago that he had no soul. First of all, it never happened. I'm just saying right now, that never happened. Okay,
right.
I feel 100% confident in saying that. It's like Joe Biden challenging him to a push-up contest.
Right.
It's just one of those things that didn't happen. Mm-hmm. So now that he made that news public on the George Stephanopoulos interview, and he told that story. Yeah, I told Putin he didn't have a soul, and he said, "Oh, okay, well then we understand each other." No, that didn't happen. I just don't believe it for a second.
No.
So he says that. Stephanopoulos says to Biden, "So do you think Putin is a killer?" And Biden goes, "Yeah, I do." And so Snuffleupagus goes, "So what will be the consequence?" And Biden says, "Well, you're just gonna see."
Yeah, he's gonna do like the Obama thing. He's gonna be like, "I'm gonna draw a line. I'm gonna draw a line right here. It's just gonna be a line."
So then yesterday, the Kremlin, not happy at all. The Kremlin comes out, they demand an apology. They say this has completely destroyed any relations between our two nations, and it's like unheard of. It's just like unprecedented. And so Putin, when asked about it, it shouldn't make me laugh because it's kind of a big deal, right? That we're like about to go to war with Russia.
Right.
No big deal.
I mean, no big deal.
No big deal. But Putin's response was to just give that Putin smirk, like the kind of smirk where he's naked on a tiger. You know what I mean? Like that smirk.
Right.
And he said, what I would say to Mr. Biden is that I wish for his good health. Which is like the kiss of death, right? It's literally Al Pacino grabbing Fredo's face.
Right.
And giving him a kiss. That's what that was.
Right. Yeah. You know what else that Biden's been doing? Like a lot. He's been, I mean, over the past several months, he's done it numerous times, too many times that it makes me nervous. I mean, and I'm already so nervous about this guy. Man, is it Manuel? Manuel Castillo just gave us a $5 super sticker, by the way. Thank you. Manuel. But he keeps calling Kamala the president. Have you noticed that?
Did he do it again?
Yeah, he just did it. And that speech the other day, the speech that he gave about COVID.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, he called her the president, and I'm just like, are they doing this so it's like in our subconscious? So when she actually does become the president, we're not so jarred by it. Is that what it is? Because it's really freaky that he does it all the time. Or does he truly believe that in his subconscious, like his delayed cognitive ability or whatever? He believes that she's the president. It's so freaking weird. Anyway, I don't know. It's just, yeah.
Well, and now he's caused all kinds of problems with China too, because like our Chinese ambassador people and China's U.S. ambassador people had like this across the table from one another meeting, and China is basically saying, you don't get to tell us what to do. Your countrymen don't even believe in your democracy anymore. Right. You guys basically suck.
And quit being that way. Like, you need to change your whole image, America. Up yours, China.
Right. And it gets me so mad where every time I log on to Facebook or Instagram, I am constantly fed gorgeous clothes that I want to buy. And then I look at them and they're all from China. And then I can't buy them. And then I'm very angry. And it makes me mad at Zuckerberg. Why are you showing us crap from China? Well, we're like basically at war with them.
Because he loves China. Don't you know? I mean, like, all of these people are in bed with China. He absolutely adores China, just like a lot of these celebrities do, and all of these stars and all these people, they're all in bed with China, which is why they don't want you saying anything bad about China. I'll probably get shut down today on this YouTube channel. Right?
How long have you and I been ripping on China? We've been doing it since way before it was cool.
Yeah, but we're not popular. You know what I mean? It's like, if the minute that we get like just a smidge of popularity and we just kind of go above the threshold of where we are now, they'll shut us down. Yeah. Because they'll be like, those chicks talk about China and you can't do that. You can't do it. You cannot talk about almighty China because they control everything in this country. It's ridiculous.
Oh my gosh, it's so frustrating. Well, now anytime I see those ads, like those sponsored posts or whatever, I'm always like, this company is from China, don't buy from them. I put that in the comments every time I can, because I go to the sites and I'm like, I want to go to the About Us. If I see it takes 14 to 15 days to ship, I know what that's about.
Exactly.
I'm not doing it, and I'm going to tell everybody else not to do it, because we should not be supporting that country's economy in any way. They steal all of our stuff.
Right.
I'm saying it.
Right. And I read an article this morning at like 3 a.m. where they were there because I couldn't sleep. And it was talking about the kids. They're taking the Uyghur kids, and they're putting them in orphanages and all that. Like, they're tearing families apart. They're tearing kids away from their parents. And it's like, I mean, the human rights violations in that country are astounding. And these people who support it, these people who just stand by and say nothing, and then they're bitching about stuff in this country, the hypocrisy is gross. Yeah. It's so gross. You have like all these, I don't know, sports stars and celebrities who are like, America sucks. And it's like, and then at the same time, like literally in the same breath, they'll say all these great things or completely support China. It's totally fine. Or they're in bed with China, or they're getting money somehow from China, and it's totally fine. All the stuff that China does to all their people. It's ridiculous.
Oh,
Absolutely.
it just makes me so mad. Did you hear Psaki accidentally called the border crisis a crisis yesterday, and then immediately like rewound? It was so great. She totally let it slip. She knows. They all know.
Of course.
100,000 illegals came over the border last month. 100,000.
Abbott's freaking out about it because he's like, there's no transparency in this administration and it's unacceptable. They have no idea, the state folks have no idea how many people are coming in with COVID. They don't know. They have no idea how to control it. So could you imagine being governor of a state? You're trying to manage the situation and they're not giving you information.
And they're blocking the reporters from even seeing what's going on.
Yeah. He's pissed. He is, and rightly so. It's terrible what they're doing. And people would get so mad at Trump because he would say the things and do the things and he would be out there and he'd be so incredibly transparent, almost too transparent for people because they can't handle it because of their feels. Can't deal with them because all the feels. But see, the thing is that he'd say the things, Biden is hiding things from people. Liberals love that because they don't want to deal, right? Yeah. They don't want to deal with all the things. What's happening at the border is unacceptable. It is a crisis. But the problem is that Texas, I'm getting ready to move there. That concerns me as somebody who lives in Texas. I want to know how many of these people have the freaking virus.
Dallas has that convention center that's filled with literal teenage men.
Right.
Those, these aren't, they try to make it sound like, oh, we're taking care of the children. Come on. These are like 15 to 18-year-old men and sometimes a little bit older. That is who is in the Dallas Convention Center right now. And you don't know anything about them.
And if they cared about children, they'd care about the children who are being trafficked by these cartels. Because the people who are benefiting are the freaking cartels, are these people who are making money. They're making thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars off of every person who is going across the border. That's what they're doing. Do they not? Are people idiots? Did they not know
because they blame Trump, and some people actually believe them, even though they are the ones that created these executive orders that they could literally just undo, and it would solve a lot of this problem. And they just won't do it. They just would rather blame Trump and not allow reporters to see what's going on. Thank you so much, John Frederick, for the super sticker.
Thank you, so John. Dan Bongino said the most brilliant thing. I thought this was spot on. I just love this. It was, and I hope I do the quote justice, but he said, feelings are not policies. And I love that because so many liberals are like, but the people, they need to come over here because they do. It's like, and then at the same time, these same freaking people have 2 spare bedrooms in their homes. You don't see them taking in any of these freaking people, and they're just sitting, they have these, 4-bedroom houses. They got 2 extra bedrooms. You got plenty of room. Where are your migrants? Where are they, lady? Where are they, dude? Where are your migrants? I don't see them. I don't see.
Speaking of Bongino, Rob and I got in a big fat fight about him yesterday because Bongino is going to be taking over the Rush Limbaugh time slot in a whole bunch of different markets through his syndicator, which I think is fantastic, right?
I think it's great. Good for him.
So I was like, this is going to be great. He's of all the people that I can think of, like, what a fantastic person to take over in a lot of those markets. I think he's going to be great. And Rob was like, he's doomed to fail because nobody can replace Rush. And I get it. Nobody can replace Rush, but he's not, but Rush is gone. You know what I mean? So we can't have just dead air during that 12 to 3 time slot.
Who's he thinking?
He thinks that it's better to have like all kinds of different people all over different markets instead of one person trying to replace him. And so I'm like, people love Bongino.
So he thinks that he should be in that slot. Right.
I don't know about that. He just is trying to compare it to like when somebody takes over for Johnny Carson. And I'm like, yeah, but they did. And they did okay. They didn't replace him, but they just took over that slot and made it their own. And that is exactly what I think is going to happen with Bongino. But so we fought for 3 segments about that.
Right.
Literally 3 segments.
Are you serious? This is the thing about radio people is they all are like, that's a terrible idea because really I'd be better at doing it. We worked in radio. I worked in radio. You still work in radio. These guys, man, this is how they are. You know what I mean?
It's like a terrible idea.
What now?
They do think a lot of themselves. And
Yeah.
we've just never been like that. Like, we're always like, nobody's listening to our show.
Right. It's one of the reasons I'm not in it anymore. I mean, crazy. Yeah. Right.
I still love it, man. I still love it. David Foster and Catherine Mcphee. Remember, you know how they are like ages, like decades apart?
He could be like his great granddaughter.
Yeah. And now she just had a baby boy. And apparently they are in a they're in a big fat fight because she revealed the name of their child on the air. And he's mad because he didn't want her to tell.
What's the name?
Ren.
Like WREN?
No. Just REN. Ren.
Ren.
And it's a family name of his, I guess. And they call him Rennie.
He's mad about that?
Yeah. Like, and even when, I don't remember what show she was on, but she said on the show, she was like, oh my God, he's probably going to kill me for saying this, but we named him Ren. And then now she's come back out and said, yeah, he's like super mad. So she wasn't supposed to say the name. I don't know why that's a big deal and why I felt like I needed to tell you, but I just did.
I feel like this is the kind of stuff that you usually tell me before, but we didn't have time and we only have 5 more minutes left. So you have to tell me these things.
I got to get it all out, man.
Listen, I mean, it's like, how old is that guy? He's what, like 80 now?
Oh my God. He's in his 70s for sure. For sure.
Right.
For sure. And
Right.
she's,
So,
what, 30?
25? She's like 25.
I think
Or
she's older
something.
than that.
30?
But
She's
probably
30?
close to 30 or maybe a tiny bit above that. I don't
Like,
know. But
I mean, 'cause-
way younger.
Well, because I think about like my oldest, my oldest stepdaughter, well, my oldest, who's my stepdaughter, she's 31, and I technically could have birthed her, right? But
Yeah.
I mean, she's 31, and I'm thinking that's how old she is. Like I think about her marrying like an almost 80-year-old.
I know, right? I mean, I know. Oh God, I know.
I know, like we're not supposed to judge, but I judge.
I can't help it because that's when you're marrying someone who has kids that are way older than you, that's messed up. And I don't know what the cutoff is. I don't want to get into that.
No,
but
we
it's
can't.
definitely that's just weird.
I mean, like there's just oh God.
Thank
And
you,
that-
Autumn Vanetta, for the super sticker. You shouldn't do that because you sent us
Autumn.
presents and you just stop. Oh my
No,
God.
Autumn, you spoil us.
So sweet.
Yeah, but see, listen, because I know, like, people will say, "Love is love, Daisy. Love is love." Yeah, but I mean, like that. The thing is that he's not going to ever be able to enjoy that kid.
Yeah. And that kid,
That's-
I mean, how long is he going to have, he's not going to be able to have his dad growing up.
He won't be at that kid's college graduation. Maybe not even the high school graduation. I'm just saying.
And she won't have him as a husband
Right.
for her, for as long as she's supposed to have
Right.
it. Now, granted, I know people die all the time. You don't expect it. But I'm just saying you're already setting yourself up
For that not to happen.
Yeah, for absolute, like a given heartbreak, way too young.
Yeah.
I don't understand. No.
Yeah.
No. Somebody else Shelly! It's Shelly Dodson. She just sent a super sticker too.
Oh, Shelly. Hi,
God,
Shelly.
you guys, I can't. It's too nice. Oh my God.
my
Oh, and I
God.
told you the Candace Owens and Cardi B fight still happening.
Right,
Oh my God.
right.
So the latest is that Cardi B deleted a whole bunch of the tweets. And so
Cardi
Candace
B did?
And so Candace Owens was like, I'm not going to let you just do that without me saying something.
And
Here's
she's
what
like,
she
"My
said.
I can screenshot."
Of course.
Right.
So she said, gee, I wonder what made Cardi B delete the Photoshop tweets regarding my husband and brother. Too late, degenerate. You mess with my family. I won't stop until I'm the CEO and chairman of that WAP.
Good.
I just love that so much. So then Cardi B wrote back. And
I bet
she's
she
all, actually, I deleted all the tweets between us from the beginning because my platform is for fun and entertainment. And the tweets
Really?
between me and you was not entertaining anyone. It was getting boring. Get a life, Candy. It's been 2 days.
Right.
And so Candace was
Okay.
like, She said, you
okay.
didn't delete all the tweets pertaining to me. You specifically deleted the ones in which you lied about my family, claiming you personally saw the tweet written from me on Twitter while I was trending. Even Snopes called out your filthy lie. And then Cardi B said, yes, I did. Look, just check the link. You'll see that I did. And obviously it was a link to promote something of hers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It wasn't, because there's no YouTube link that you need to go to see her deleting tweets. It doesn't even make any sense. Thank you, Peter Runner, for the super sticker.
Thank you, Peter.
Then finally Candace said, let me check YouTube to see if Cardi B deleted a tweet on Twitter. Your fans are stupid. Mine aren't.
Oh my gosh.
It's been quite a fight.
Cardi B. You don't want to play. You just don't want to.
No, don't. Just,
it's
you're
like
in over your head.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Good. Yeah, don't do that.
I know
That's
you have to
Candace.
go.
You don't do that.
You don't do that. You don't do that.
No.
Really quick before you go, because I know you have to go, but if
you
you guys haven't seen the fight that took place between Fauci and Rand Paul yesterday during the hearing, you got to watch it.
It is
so
really
good.
great. Because he starts talking about masks and theater, and then Fauci's like, oh, no, with the theater again.
You sounded almost
like,
just like him for a second.
I know. Except for I don't really need a lozenge as much. Right. But it's almost like that. I mean, it's like ridiculous. Absolutely.
Oh my God. Anyway,
Absolutely.
must see TV.
So ridiculous. Yeah. And the thing is, I wish that I really wish, the only thing I wish that Rand would have done is called Fauci out for all of his lies about, or not his lies, but all of his, how he was wrong over the past year about masks. I just wish he would have done that. Cause I mean, he could have stung him. He just could have stung him. Yeah.
I mean, it was pretty damn good though.
It was really good though. But listen, he's fighting for us. Rand they're sticking up for all of us when it comes to this stuff.
Yeah.
And God bless him.
I know, right? I mean, it was great. Thank you, Zidal Durian. What an interesting, lovely name. Thank you so much for that.
You guys all just paid for my bag. My one bag.
I mean, for real. That was so nice. Oh my gosh.
Just my little computer bag.
And we came on way too early for people to be doing that.
I know,
I just can't believe it.
I so appreciate you getting up this early. It's so sweet of you to do this.
I'm sorry we had to start.
I'm sorry we had to start so early.
Guys.
And I promise we'll be back to normal on Monday. I'll be at the cabin, so the scenery will be different again. Hopefully my internet will be working. I'm meeting with the guy today at the cabin who is like the only internet guy in the small town that we live in.
You got to tell him how important it is for Tuesday.
Right. I'm crossing my fingers, praying God that we get decent internet.
Show him your boobs.
I have no boobs to show. I'll do the best I can. I'm going to look like this today. And this is the best. This is the best he's going to get. I actually told him, because I called him on the phone last week and I was like, listen, I'll bring you lunch or whatever on the way from the airport. And he was like, well, that's really nice. Not many people, say they'll do that. And I'm like, I'll stop at Buc-ee's and get you something, Get
him those nuggets.
The beaver nuggets.
Yeah.
I'll get you a barbecue sandwich or something. So, I mean, hopefully I'm trying to charm this guy to get some good internet. You know what I mean? So we'll see what happens. I don't know. Fingers are crossed, you guys.
Wear a cowboy hat. Rob's always saying that that's super hot. So wear a cowboy hat and get him the beaver nuggets.
Yeah.
And then
I'll make sure
get the internet.
I'll put my good lipstick on.
There you go.
This is as good as it's going to get today, you guys. I'm traveling. All right, you guys, bring it in. Bring it in.
Safe travels.
You guys, thank you. And I will talk to you guys. We will talk to you guys on Monday. Have a great, great day. Happy Friday. Bye, everybody.